Hi, I'm Geis, one of the developers here at Fide Software and on iCaptions for iPhone. In this video, I'd like to give you both a demo for those of you who haven't yet purchased iCaptions and a tutorial for those of you who have and would like to know more about how it works or how to use certain features. iCaptions is a cool new photo app that lets you just draw a caption on your photo with one swipe of the finger. Swipe, type, and send. It's that easy, and we're really excited about this app. So let's dig right into it, shall we? Here we go. Let's have a look into the app and run through some of the features and some of the neat things you'll find in iCaptions for iPhone. Let's start with the icons. First is the camera icon, and use this on your iPhone to take a picture. In this case, I'm using the simulator, so we're going to go straight to the photo library where we can select a picture. This is going to work the same in both, but here I'm just going to select this picture here. There we go. Now this is where we can crop. You can use the standard Apple cropping feature, or you can also zoom if you want to use that in your cropping. Here we're just going to choose this image as is. Now, the first thing we're going to do is draw a balloon. So let's start here, and I'm going to click and then drag my finger to where I want that balloon to go. Now a release, and here's our balloon. Notice that I click where I want the tail to start, drag my finger up, and release where I want it centered. Now, let's type a message in here. What a good dog. This is what our girl is thinking at this point. So we're going to type it. Now we're going to click away from that bubble, and that will take us out of edit mode. Now click and drag your finger out of the balloon to enter edit mode, where we can delete, move, or resize our balloons. In this case, let's go ahead and resize this. We're going to drag it in and get this balloon just right. And now let's take and move it. We're going to drag it down a little bit here and put it just right where I want it. Now I have the balloon where I want it. Let's click away to exit edit mode. Now I'm going to draw a second balloon. So again, I'm going to click, drag, and release my finger to place the new balloon. Just type in your message, and again, what a good dog. I'm going to click off. Oh wait, that wasn't what I wanted to put in there, so let's swipe out. And let's use the delete this time, just simply to show you how it works. Now let's draw it again. And now let's type in a message that's really what we wanted to use. What a good girl. Perfect. Let's click off to enter, to exit text edit mode. Let's drag through, and now we can move this again now that we're in edit mode, which you saw before. Also, I'd like to point out that you'll notice here there's no tail. As we move up, we can also see that the tail draws left or right based on its position, as well as top to bottom. It auto adjusts and dynamically draws the tail. We think that's one of the neat features here of iCaptions. Now we'll go back in and we'll resize this and move this and put it where we want. And then I want to point out the other thing that we have here in edit mode, and that's the balloon type. We have three types. We have speech balloons, we have thought balloons, let's click that, and we also have rounded rectangle. Now this is sort of more of a label. It doesn't actually have a tail. You'll notice there's no tail here. Let's go back, and I'm going to use the thought balloon here for our dog, because our dog is thinking it, not actually saying it. Although that would be an impressive dog, it's not part of iCaptions. Certain dogs sold separately. Now that we've seen the photo and the photo library section, now let's go to this third icon, which of course is messaging. Let's go to email, which is the easiest and the first thing I might want to do, I guess because it's top on the menu. Let's add our to-line here, and of course I'm going to use the support at Epiphany address just so I can take a minute to tell you that if you have any questions, feel free to email them at support@epiphany, or to catch us on our website at www.epiphany.com. Now you put your email message here, and it sends it off with your picture included in the email message. We also have a couple of other things, Facebook and Twitter support. Let's go into Facebook. Here we can enter the caption that appears underneath your photo when you upload it to Facebook. Obviously you've already put the balloons in, but we can edit it in here. Now notice also that Apple copy and paste works, as well as the Apple Loop. This also works in the balloons, and that's a little bit unique. Some of the other apps out there that do sort of similar things don't always work with the Apple built-in tools. So here's the clear button, the cancel button, and the OK button. Let's go ahead and send this up to Facebook, and all my friends will wonder why I've posted this for the 90th time. That's all right. Let's go back to messaging, and let's look at Twitter. Oh, and I forgot, here's our success message. It lets us know that it's properly been uploaded to Facebook. All right, now let's go check out Twitter. So here's Twitter, and we've got our Twitter post. I'm going to clear that right away. Although we would love it if you left in the @iCaptions part just to give us some props for the app. But this is your post, it's your Twitter post, and you get to write however you want. So certainly no need to include us if you choose not to. In this case, let me just type a little bit of a message here, and this will get posted as is on Twitter. You should note that this gets posted to TwitPic because Twitter doesn't handle photos, of course. So let's go ahead and send this, and it will send it to TwitPic for Twitter, and that will get included properly in our Twitter post. All right, so we've also now covered our messaging. There are just two more icons. The next is Save. I click that, it saves it to my photo library. That just does an as-is save. So if we go to the photo library here and we click Saved Photos, you'll see that this is just the image that we just created with our two different balloons in it, our speech balloon and our thought balloon. And our final icon is New. This simply just resets the image and takes you back to the image that you saw when you started the app. The final thing that I'd like to point out is just our help screen, just so that if you forget how any of these things work, just click the happy little Apple eye, and of course you click and drag to create a balloon, and then you drag out of the balloon to enter edit mode, where you can delete, move, or resize. So those are the basics. For those of you checking out iCaptions, hopefully you found a new app worth your couple of bucks. For those of you who've already purchased iCaptions, we'd love to hear any feedback or suggestions you have about the app itself or about this video. We listen to our customer suggestions, and they are the things that get implemented. We want to know what you want in your apps, and we want to make it for you. I'm Geis, here for Fide Software. Thank you.